We begin the third trek of the climb up the tower, where the self-identified Bloom has been wielding fiery creatures that have come through to impede you as long as possible, while his cohort, a golden dragon covered in black robes, manipulates the graft above the tower. Desperately, you fight onwards, trying to climb, trying to eliminate these enemies, and you are holding out so far. There is a limited amount of time before the graft grows large enough for some nasty things to come through. Margot put a stopgap on that, creating a wall of force directly in front of the portal that cannot be moved through. Several large smoke and fire-based creatures are slamming against the wall and shouting things incomprehensible to most. Dro, with your natural predilection with understanding Aquin, by a perverse flip, you understand a bit of the Ignan as well. As these things shout, "Let us through. We have things to burn." And we ended with Bloom coming out of his cocoon-like state into his second phase, absorbing what remained of the Cinderhulk elemental into a form of living molten armor. Didn't bother him at all as he is immune to fire. And with a swift 2 smacks after exploding Yaslin's pendant into her chest, smacks her down unconscious, brings his mace up once more, and slams her again while staring directly into Dro's eyes. And saying, "It's time we finish this, champion." All mirth and jest relieved from his face. We start at the beginning of the round, and I was thinking about this today as I was messing with modules and whatnot. I don't necessarily like the static initiative system, so I want to change it up that we will roll new initiative each round. Because battles do not happen in sequence of like, okay, you go, now you go, now you go. It is more random than that, so each time I would like us to roll initiative.
Okay. How does that work for me as I am still on the ground unconscious?
Everybody just go ahead and roll initiative. Yaslin, I will say I won't make you go first.
Okay, that would be...
Actually, I gotta say, Yaslin, with being unconscious, I'll say you go last. Because
I would love that. I'm not going nowhere, guys. Like, I think this makes sense. If I'm unconscious at the start of the round, I'm just going last.
Me too, apparently.
Yeah, I'm just gonna set Yaslin to 1. So Dro still needs yours.
24.
Oh, of course.
I hate that I'm right before Bloom.
Yep. That checks out. Go ahead. Dro, you're up first. I mean, this makes a lot of... This actually makes a lot of, like, thematic sense. Like, he just dropped Yaslin while staring you deeply in the eyes. Oh, and Yaslin is on fire. So if it gets to her turn and she's still unconscious, she's dead. She doesn't even get a saving throw because she's burning from the effects of the cinder slag armor that is on top of him.
It's just changed everything. Fuck. Oh. Dro, seeing that, I think there's a part of him not begging, demanding from the Kieran help. I think all he says is, if you expect a champion after this fight, then help. And Dro's gonna lean down and pump in 10 HP into Yaslin with his lay on hands. In the moment after he pumps in the 10 HP, he is straight up unarmed striking as a bonus action Bloom with every ounce of strength he has left.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, interesting. Okay. That is... What is my persuasion? 30-20.
Bro, I imagine all of this happens rather simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
You see this happen almost as soon as her body drops. You drop with it, kind of like chasing her down, understanding what's at stake, almost like a power slide on a stage. Like you swivel down to your knees, touch her, pump it in, reach up on your side, and kick like a back kick into Bloom's chest. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Math. 21.
21 will hit. Go ahead and...
10 force damage.
Okay. 10 force.
Mm-hmm. Monks can choose to either keep it as bludgeoning or use it as force. Or is it
Gotcha.
empowered strikes?
Okay, gotcha. Well, since you're correct, 2024 rules, do your punches count as magical, or is this the replacement for that?
That is a good question. I think that is the replacement. Yeah. Yeah, because I think the old rules empowered strike was they counted as magical if it needed to overcome resistance to like bludgeoning or webbing. But I think they replaced it with force.
Okay, awesome. So you reach down, do that back kick, hits Bloom directly in the chest, like as he's like raising up. You pump in lay on hands to Yaslin. How much does she get?
10.
10. Yaslin, give yourself back 10 HP. You are still on fire.
Everything burns. As I wake up. Oh my... Okay.
Okay, and that is... Where is it? Okay. And that is a 1d10 on the at the beginning of your turn. So it is possible you drop back down. You've got a 1 in 10 chance to not drop unconscious as soon as it's your turn again. Dro, as you do, part of this process, I'm going to go ahead and allow you to, let's see here, she is no longer unconscious. She's still prone and several other things. I'm going to go ahead and allow you to like kind of push Bloom back enough, and for you to swivel down in front, like protective stance in front of Yaslin. What do you say to Bloom?
What did he say to me?
If anything, I
He...
don't remember.
Something about let's finish this.
Yeah. So let's finish this, champion.
I think Dro will just look up with no... all anger. I think at this point he would be channeling Echo mindset, where Dro would, to a point, take a more passive route. No. Dro wants to rip Bloom's head off here. And he just is gonna look up at him. Let me show you the destructive power of water. And he's just gonna have the sword at the ready.
Okay. As you say this, with your demanding nature to your plea to Kieran, you feel yourself expand with some magical force, starting to feel like a balloon, like a water balloon that's about to pop, as the magic inside you from your sword pulses inward, and you start to tense from the inside out. You can feel that you have tapped into something forcefully. It was sealed away, perhaps purposely. Okay. Next up will be Bloom's turn. He's going to just gonna say, he's gonna like wipe gold, and he's gonna wipe like red blood across his golden chin and flick it down to the ground. And that'll make sense. See what you have. And he's gonna attack you twice. Let's see here. Something happened with some sort of... Something happened with a module today, and some things are weird on the sheet. Okay, Bloom does not get his Betrayal of Riches ability back this turn. And instead, he's going to go in with his Flail. Come on. Okay, there's going to be a 16 to hit.
No.
Wow. 2 16s. Stro, as he brings the flail down, which you've experienced twice before, just the rage of the inferno, the sounds around you. Still, you hear almost nothing except the sound of a torrent underwater. Your countenance is that of somebody being underneath the waves, staring up at the surface during a hurricane. Calm, dark, and cold above or below, with raging tides above. In blooms, flail strikes come in slower. You're able to dodge them out of the way, dodge out of the way, almost instinctively, almost smoothly. They aren't poor attacks. They just land to the ground and okay. He's going to look at you, just prepare himself as he notices something is off. Next up. Warden. This guy finally gets in range. This cinder slag that like burrowed down the wall and has been coming towards you, and you see it like emerge out of the ground. The fistful of no, not fistful. This guy like kind of coming up like a swimmer doing the butterfly, like this like movement, and you see like two like red gleams burn in its eyes, and it is going to use its molten gaze ability on you as it finally gets in range. What's that? Molten gaze. Oh boy, that's a natural 19. Your little friend next to you does like put her hands up and like create a shield, but it's only a +2 to your AC, so it gives you +2 to AC, well, whatever that is. 16, so an 18, and the blaze goes through that. Do you have any reactions or anything you would like to use in this moment?
I don't. No, I don't.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, jeez. Everything got changed. I don't know why it's different. Okay, Warden, that is going to be... Yep. That is 23 points of fire damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Oh, that was almost a 15. Okay, a 5. Warden, what is on your person that is a non-magical item?
Basically everything save for my guns. Everything else is pretty much not magical.
Okay, let's see here.
Double check that, but yeah, I'm just wearing basic clothes because my chitin gives me my armor.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a regular backpack. I don't have any bag of holdings or anything.
Is there anything that's on your waist, like your belt?
Oh yeah, like my belt has the holsters for my weapons, and it also probably has a latch for the flask, but the flask is currently in the vest breast pocket. And then I'd assume it probably has a pouch for some of the supplies that I use for ship working.
Okay.
Yeah, there's probably a pouch or two on there for like good berries and various other supplies.
Okay. As he rises up, and you feel this blast of heat just completely evaporate through this feeble wall that your little helper erects. You kind of cover your eyes, and your clothes, the tie, the vest, the shirt, they begin to like burn off, and you are left with this odd, almost reverse vest where you have a back and kind of like your shoulders, and then like your torso is bare as it burns off part of your clothing, and your bluish purplish chitin
I didn't
is
realize
revealed
we were
beneath.
going into that kind of fight. Well, alrighty then.
This is a boudoir episode, if you did not know.
I'll have to pull out my other guns. Alright, so is that all it does? Failing the con check just burns some non-magical stuff?
In 10, yes, it does.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I thought that'd be worse.
Could be worse. Okay, you are up, Sir Warden.
So, am I able to see Bloom from here?
I would say yes. Oops.
Alright, I really don't care about the guy who's attacking me. I have only... Oh, wait. Sorry, I need to remove 26 hit points from myself. 26, there we go. I don't really care about the guy who's attacking me. I care about the people who I watched fall to the ground, get back up, fall to the ground, get back up, and, you know, are bleeding out and dying. So I'm going to take the shot. Yes, this one.
I think I have said, typically with that positioning between you and Bloom, he has half cover, so he's got a +2 to his AC here.
Okay. Alright, so the first attack is a 25 to hit.
That is definitely going to hit that half cover, not helping him right now.
Alright, we'll go ahead and roll damage. 12.
Okay, 12 points of damage. That hits him upside the side of the head, and you kind of see instinctively, like, last second he sees it coming, like, redirects, like, all of what is left of that cinder slag armor, and shatters and, like, falls off of him, no longer having any more of it. And you hear him scream out to the elemental near him. Dang it! Down!
Alrighty, well, it wasn't the kill, but that should be enough if we're rolling initiatives again for next round for you to, hopefully kick his ass. About all I can do here. We're going to be casting Gust of Wind.
Okay, is Gust of Wind a bonus action?
Oh, fuck, I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
I was thinking, oh, it's an attack action. That's just fine. No, you're right.
Yeah, different things. You're playing the hybrid character. You got to balance both resources in one.
Yeah, spells, man. I don't do that stuff. That's other people who play spellcasters.
Well, it's okay. Next time you have to roll a new character, if I TPK you all, you can play a blue non-spellcaster.
And that is true. I could go back to being a blue druid.
No, non-spellcaster.
Well, yeah, but it's not like I use my druid that much for spells. He just
that's fair.
actually shapeshift and just stood there until he, got all the damage done. Yeah, blue fighter it is.
Personally, I kind of loved what they did with the D&D movie, where like the druid was just a shapeshifter. She didn't have magic. I kind of loved that. Like, I would totally play a character that sacrificed like all of their magical ability to get like massively improved wild shape. That'd be cool.
You could use so much. That could be so creative too.
Mm-hmm. So she did turn into it. Okay, Warden, anything else bonus action-y? You've got Tempest up top, a Tailwind up top.
Yes. So because it's an attack action, I can take a second attack action. I'm going to go ahead and fire Zephyr.
Okay. I thought you had your things combined into a rifle right now.
Yeah, well, I guess this leads into something we haven't really talked about. How the rifle actually works. Like, to take it apart. In my mind, it is quite simply, you place them together like this, and then you pull them out like that. And it's just a simple click of the button. However, if that doesn't make sense, then I'll figure out something else to do.
You're good. In my mind, it's been like a you take about it like an action to like form it, and the advantage is like more diversity short range versus like increased damage and longer range. And it takes an action to switch between the two of them. Yeah, because I think when we originally did it, you said that you wanted Tempest to be like your big like damage dealer.
Yes. The thought was, yeah, I mean that's the main rifle. The other other two are pistols. All right. Well, if we'll say it's an action, then I'm going to do the thing that you allowed me to do, or the thing that you came up with a little while ago that I have yet to ever use.
Ooh, good. I'm excited to remember what I did.
Proficiency bonus plus your dexterity modifier. Okay. Can I... Oh, that's just gonna make an attack action. Coolio. So, a little while ago, you're like, oh, hey, how about this? And I was like, okay. Lightning Torrent. So, when it is in rifle form, it is essentially able to shoot a massive lightning pillar spear thing, which has a limited number of charges that can be regained at dawn. And I would expel one charge as an action. This is where it's up to you if that's an action or a bonus action to do that. Or, sorry, an action or an attack action to do that. Then it would fire a torrent of lightning in a 60-foot line, 5 feet wide. Each character the lightning passes through must make a dexterity saving throw with a DC equal to your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity modifier. And then damage if failed, or half as much on successful.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you let that be an action or attack action is the next question.
All right. I essentially gave your gun the ability to cast the lightning bolt spell.
Yes.
So I think this would be an action. Similar, because if you had like a staff of lightning bolt, it would take your action.
All right.
I love the use of it, and I would love to see it right now, but I can't find a way to justify it.
Yes. Well, Rangers.
However, you can take a second attack with your rifle because you've got multi-attack.
Yep, that's the only thing I have left to do. So no random bullshit. I'll just shoot.
Just straightforward bullshit.
Yeah, just I point gun and I press trigger.
Got it. Yeah. I want to see that right now, but it just doesn't make sense, unfortunately.
18 to hit.
Armor class is currently 20 with the half cover. Oh, wait, no.
I'm shooting the guy in front of me, by the way.
Oh, well, never mind. But you did just remind me that without, where is he? Where is my stat guy? There we go. Without the Cinder Slag, Bloom's armor class does drop. Because he's not getting that barrier of the Cinder Slag. Okay, cool. Guy in front, yeah, 18's gonna hit him just fine.
Alrighty. 8 damage.
Doing 8. Alright, you blasted, and like a chunk of his like cheekbone like pops off, you know, if he had a definitive cheekbone or anything. Okay.
Am I within attack of opportunity range?
I don't believe so. Nope, this guy has stubby arms.
Okay. Then I am going to do what all snipers do when somebody walks up to them.
Skedaddle. RTFO!
We're gonna go 40 feet that way. And that
Hey! New Rangers! Get 40 feet! Woohoo! Okay, over to my Dark Bird. I forgot to pull up his stats, so 1 sec, guys. Does not get his blinding ray back. Okay. He's going to fly in here, and he's going to use his multi-attack on Udro. This is a 3-pronged one. One is its beak attack. Actually, what's his... He has 60 fly speed. He can make it. He's going to get on the other side of you to get prone, or to get advantage. This thing's pretty fast. It dashes around behind you, and you feel a beak coming in. Do you... Oh, 1 moment. Learning new rules on grapple. Okay. Never mind, this is not an attack action. This is going to be... Let me see here. No, never mind. It knows it's not super strong. Instead, it's going to maintain its attack on you. So that it's coming in for a hit of 7 points. And that'll be... Wait a minute. That's 7 piercing damage, and didn't add this. That'll be 4 points of fire damage reduced down to 2. And then it's coming for 2 more attacks at advantage. That'll hit. I'm gonna add it in here. Much higher overall. So that is 7 points of slashing and 5 points of fire damage after your resistance. So for another 12 there. And last one coming in.
No.
At that time, no dice. Okay.
Never mind. It's too late. I was gonna ask if I could react to that last one, but
What's your thought?
deflect attack.
Your deflect attack.
An attack roll that includes bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing hits you. You can reduce the attack damage total to a 1d8 plus 13. It would just get rid of the 7, but
Yeah, gotcha. You are welcome to burn your. Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
I rolled a 7 on the die, so and add a 13.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah, so go ahead and give yourself 7 back for that portion. You put your hand up and it comes in with its claws, and you put your hand right in the middle, but it still has a fiery kind of blast. It singes your arm, but you at least stop the raking of your body, and you don't take as much damage. Okay. That is the bird's turn. Okay, and it is going to, it's sitting there between the two of you. Little skeletal agent. Should I run? As she calls after Warden as he starts backing up.
In the opposite direction, yes.
Okay. And she's going to kind of scaredly attack this thing because it's finally in range. And she kind of launches this lazy, weird, haphazard bolt of electricity and just kind of tickles over the course of this thing's body uselessly, and then she begins to run. Ah! And that'll be her turn.
never again.
Okay. Never again. D100. D100. Okay. Randar is going to look at Margot and say, "We need you to keep this up.
I'm
I
fading.
can't do anything about that." As he points up, "This is the last I have." He's going to pull out a greater healing potion and hand it to you. "I'll do what I can to buy you some time." And he's going to how much fly speed does he have? I forget. 40. He's going to fly up here, and he's going to hold his action to try to... Actually, no, he's going to hold his action back here for something. Margot, your turn.
What is he holding his action for? Because I might fuck that up. I had a question. I know, Quentin said that you didn't shrink the portal. Did you go back in there and shrink it, or has that not happened yet? Okay.
Yes, I shrank it during prep today.
Is that what that black
What do I
circle
roll?
was?
I think the black circle is my wall of force.
Oh yeah, and then the other thing is random.
Yeah, the yellow hex is Ball of Force. The big one is Randar's reverse gravity.
Okay. That's what it was. Okay.
What do I roll again for the spell magic? English, it's hard.
You're rolling it
Arcana check, right?
it is an
I
Arcana
can't
check.
remember what I roll. Yeah.
I don't remember what I did last time for this.
Another one.
Marco ain't fucking around with this.
What? Holy shit. Yep, so go ahead and burn your spell slot.
Mhm.
Margot. This one's different. Your last natural 20 on closing this thing give you some insights that this thing is strong and powerful, yet a little bit fragile. This one, you are not, you now understand what this is. This is not a bridge to be deconstructed, to pull pillars down until it collapses on its own weight. This is a torrent churning through from one reality into another with pressure on it from both sides. What you have to do is break the equilibrium between the two versions of reality that are pressing in on this spot in this same moment. You're essentially collapsing a shark tunnel in an aquarium. Powerful, sturdy, that if you can manage the first couple of hits and create the leaks, it will begin to collapse in on itself. 2 natural 20s in a row is a massive blow to this thing. And you see it quiver and begin to crack and quake, and a few pieces begin to fall down like shards of glass, like falling down, still on fire, hitting some part of the citadel below it, and just shattering into embers that drift down. And it shrinks once more. And your dragony opponent is forcing it open, trying to stay on top of it as much as he can, and he looks, and the portal shrinks enough that you can see part of him on the other side from one half of his face. He glares at you.
Alright. I'm gonna roll that healing potion now. That's a lot. That doubled what I have.
That's good.
And then I'm going to move.
Margot, roll a d4 for me.
Okay. Whoa. I don't know what that was, but I put D4. There we go.
Okay, because you're still in Randar's space, he's casting his support aura of Bliss. So that would have been a natural 20, with a total of 28 against the dragon's natural 28. Or his dirty 28, you got the natural version. Just putting that in there. So now the wall of force is completely blocking the portal itself. Margaret, you pop that potion, and it is now his turn.
I'm not done. I'm just gonna take my movement to move back 30 feet because I make him just to make him move a little further. No, hold on. Because if he fireballs me again, he just has to move 30 feet to get to me. I think it's probably safer to stay by Randar, right?
Randar's aura for bless is 15 feet.
Yeah, okay, then it's safer. That's good to know. It's safer to stay by him then. Okay, that was action, bonus action. Okay, that's it. That's gonna be. I have 22 hit points, guys.
Okay. You see the dragon stare at you. And it's so furious. Begins to, you see like a vein like actually pop in its head, and a drip of blood begins to fall down its eye. You just see every part of it like trying to maintain what's going on, and its tear begins to light on the fire as it falls down its face. Brings one of its hands up, wipes the fire, and uses that as the component to cast Fireball once more. Flicks it at you. But you see it coming in hard and fast. Oh, come on. They made me drop the template. As it flicks out towards you, Margot, with your base Arcana understanding, this is an upcast. It's significant. And as you see it flying towards you, it is faster than it should be, faster than you could react to. Your martial, your physical prowess is limited. Even the amount of speed that you sometimes need to move your body in order to cast Counterspell, it doesn't match what somebody like Randar, who's been physically honing his body for decades, can match. And you see Randar's held action as soon as it's in range, he uses his held reaction to use his movement speed to intercept the fireball. The little bead that flies towards you, seeming like instant death. With a 30-foot radius, Randar has a 40-foot movement speed, and the flames reach out and stop mere 10 feet ahead of you, melting the top of the spire that you're nearby, completely sheen off. As Randar blitzes forward. Target Randar real quick. What? $43 points of damage. And Randar is consumed in the flame. And why is this? Oh, I'm still selected down in the Cinder Slang Elemental. That's why I was getting the crap. And wait, where's Randar's Dex save? Something's weird with the things. That checks out. He's not trying to dodge. I'm gonna make Randar roll a Constitution saving throw for his natural one. This is a disadvantage to see if he can maintain consciousness. DC's pretty high, it's an 18. Okay. The flames. When you see Randar is burnt, like most of his beard is melted away and seared to the side of his face. There's a strand that is connecting his clavicle to his jaw as just a molten portion of sinew, skin, and beard all blends together. As he went up there, he punched the bead, and his right arm down to his elbow is a stub. The rest of him is not looking good. But he manages to hold himself aloft. Just barely. Naslin, you are up. You are prone. You are on fire.
Oh gosh. I take that fire damage at the start.
Yes, to do.
Okay.
So here it is. Would you like to roll it, or would you like me to roll it? I'm good either way.
You know, I'll roll it. That way, if I roll a 10, I can't be upset at you for it.
Sounds good.
No. Well, guys, miracles exist, and
yeah, Yaslin, you wake up as you can actually feel molten gold stuck between your ribs, and it burns deeply. You maintain consciousness barely.
I don't think Yaslin wants to maintain consciousness at this moment. She's like, everything hurts.
Yes, that is accurate.
Oh my gosh.
The flames are still burning, and you can take your action to douse the fire.
Stop, drop, and roll. I'm already on the ground, so really it's just the rolling part.
More like, as the part of the process for, if you want to do that, as part of the process for the 9 points of damage, it burns you, and you reach back and you physically grab it with your hands out of your own ribs and toss it to the side. Part of that 9 being the damage to your hand, as you forcefully rip a chunk out of your own skin to stop the fire, stop this molten gold from continuously burning you. And you've got your bonus action and movement.
Wait, my bonus action and movement. I don't. Is this in my space right now?
It's not in your space, but it's about 6 or 7 feet in the air, and it's flanking Dro with Bloom. If you get up and try to move, it will take an attack of opportunity.
Nice. I think I'm just going to... I might lay here and just have a little moment of I really... what the fuck is happening right now? Actually, no, I think... Let me look at my back real quick. So... Dro gave me a health potion that I glugged. I myself have one, and it's a bonus action to use it, correct?
Correct.
So I think I'm just gonna take my health potion.
Okay.
Can I? Does it work like that? No. Can I? And I'm just going to add 13 HP myself, and I feel still horrible, but less horrible. And that's what matters. I think I'll also stand up because I don't want to get smacked while on the ground.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, okay, and the blindness that you were suffering from is over at the end of this turn.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice. I can see too. There's so many debuffs on Yaslin right now. It's actually so disgusting.
Right? Incapacitated. You are not incapacitated. Now that was a part of you being unconscious. So you are bloodied, and all you have right now is bloodied and exhausted. Yeah, that's all. Okay, who has not rolled for reinforcements?
Question about that. Yaslin rolled last time. Did we ever see what the outcome was of hers?
64. Yes.
Okay.
It makes sense based on Yaslin being the one to roll it. Oh, come on, stop that.
I'm not rolling reinforcements, guys. I'm not bringing another child into
I
this.
haven't rolled yet, so it's me.
Okay. Yep, so Margot, go ahead.
$76.
The dice want a certain story to be told.
I don't like when you say
I
that.
swear to God, if Locke comes out in human form, I'm done.
No.
Okay. Oh, that one. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna have us take our break a little early today,
Oh God.
so we can have a so you can have an extended session with the reinforcements. So the 64 and the 76.
I'm still so stressed out that my backup character's gonna have to go to play someone.
Additionally, sorry.
I think Yasmin's really just wants to be done with all the fire and stuff. Ready for a vacation in tropical weather?
Can we go back to the hot springs?
Yeah, can we go back to the hot
Please?
springs? We need like some
Please.
R&R.
But as you, Margot, as you stare up, something new appears. These ashy, fiery creatures on top they're trying to like reach for the edges and like eke their way out. And as the portal began to shrink, they had to like bring their arms in, otherwise it'd be cut off. This time, something new arrives, something a little different. And it doesn't go to the edges. It drops straight onto the portal, or it smashes straight up against the center. Its head and front legs pressing in. You can see it sitting there, just waiting. Somewhere between a cross of a dinosaur a shark, and some sort of sickly, fiery mole. Just sits there. And at the same time, Mario, you hear inside your head, "Where are you? This... What is happening?" A very haggard passport sends you a message.
Where are you?
I am trying to close
You're
it,
very
but
far away from. You're very far away from your mic.
I'm sorry.
Good.
We are at the portal. I'm trying to close it, but I'm running out of magic, and I won't last much longer.
Okay. With that, a moment later, not the spire itself. You know enough about magic that you understand that to use the teleport ability, you have to be familiar with the location to have successful results. Passport portals in and drops in front of one of the buildings that is currently burning. Something that looks like a pup. Something that might have been familiar with him, to him. And in the mission, he is not alone. As two feline individuals appear through the teleportation with him. One large, heavy, stalking with a mechanical arm. One swift and lithe with a loose hanging robe. I don't believe I've put their characters into the game yet, but I have them ready, so just have to upload them. Margaret, you look down, and you see two bestial people arrive next to Hasport. One of them looks up and calls, "You would know where a certain little mischievous fire girl is, would you? Name's Yaslin, likes to cause trouble."
She's on fire over there.
Oh.
The dark one turns to the white one. "Hey up, told you."
I really like these guys.
I love them.
So much.
And that is where we will take a break. All right, so we begin at the top of the combat. Everybody go ahead and give me new initiative.
Those were all really high, Morgan. I don't like that.
Yes, they were. Well, the birds wasn't high.
22.
The highest I've gotten so far. Warden, and I am the same exact mood. You have higher dex, so by far higher dex.
That's weird. Wait, did it not add my... I rolled an 18 and it... What the heck? What happened here?
Exhaustion? Well, it should be -4.
Yeah, why is it -4ing my... That's weird. It gave me my point 16 and said the rest is unnecessary. Bonuses to your initiative? Preposterous.
That's so weird.
I don't know what happened. That's...
Yep. So I'll go ahead and update you to 22 there, Yaslin.
It's weird. I don't know what happened.
Glitchy.
Yaslin, what's your dex?
It's 16, but I have the luck stone, which affects initiative rolls as well, because that's an ability check.
Interesting, Rando's first.
I'm not complaining.
Sec. I forgot to update one of my characters' HP. I assume you guys don't want somebody with only 39 HP as a reinforcements.
I mean, that's probably what I roll with that student.
Hey dudes, look at them. They're so badass. Yaslin, why haven't we met them sooner? Get in trouble more. I want to meet the rest of your people.
Always in trouble. What do you mean?
Listen. It's a long story.
I just want to know. You said get in trouble more. You have a deal with a tree. Yasmin made a deal with a bug, and I probably just fucked with something under the sea. So
You definitely did. You definitely did.
there's about to be 3 kaijus.
Under the sea. We'll be okay.
Oh, I just realized last time I forgot to roll my count spawn. There are actually 2 of these guys. Okay, now I'm adding these 3 back into the initiative. All right, and was Randar a natural 20? He was not. He was a 19. Okay. Okay, so we start up at Randar. He's going to look around. And he doesn't have hardly anything left.
I feel you, buddy.
He's going to look down Dro, what's your appearance like in this moment? Body language, you know. Your father looks at you in this moment. What does he say?
Um.
Not necessarily like reading your mind, but
Right.
here, I'll even roll an insight. I'm gonna do an advantage because this dude raised you. Oh, sorry, set to private, but that was a 19.
Dro's pissed. I don't think Dro has ever seen Bloodlust. That was Echo.
That wasn't Echo.
That was Echo. When there was Bloodlust.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Dro obviously will fight and kill, but it's not Bloodlust.
Mm-hmm.
This guy just almost killed Yaslin in front of him and is burning his city. Dro is making sure that he dies. And ensuring that he knows that he was killed by water. But he is also still very protective of Yaslin. I think 19? It's up to you, but I think you'd also get that Dro sees this as a second chance to protect someone he cares about. And he's not throwing it away.
Randall looks up at the portal, looks down at what's happening. There's a moment where his face is drawn with worry. Save the city, save his son. You can't do both. He looks back to Margot. I'm sorry, lads. They survive. Passport! Help her! And he's going to use his full movement speed to dash and try to get in to save his son, who's clearly losing it. Yes, you are up.
Okay. Yaslin feels like shit. But I'm pretty sure she's not super happy right now. And I think she... Gosh, this bird is right there, and that's the biggest problem I have. Can I hit it? Is it within
can.
range for me to hit? Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, like I said, it's like 6 or 7 feet in the air, so it's a little bit of an upward baseball swing for you, but yeah, you can hit it.
Okay, awesome. This is gonna be as reckless as could be.
Okay.
She's done with the shenanigans of these nonsense.
She pissed.
Natural 20.
Yes, fucking pissed. Actually, I wonder what happens. Does anything
Go
happen
ahead.
on my natural 20s anymore?
This is brutal critical, but you have that?
No, they got rid of brutal
Oh,
criticals.
why?
I know, which is the biggest stat ever. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have anything else. Crits. Which is okay.
Yaslin, what's your thinking as this is happening in front of you?
I think Yaslin is just like kind of done with everything right now, and she has been for a while, and it's just kind of at the point where It's just mad. She's pissed. She's mad.
Okay.
She throws caution to the wind and says, "Fuck it all."
Final straw after final straw after final straw.
Yeah, it literally. This girl could not catch a break if she wanted one. It seems.
Give me a charisma check.
Wanna...
I'll give you a chance to earn a rage back here.
I'm still exhausted, so these are disadvantage.
Yeah, that's why I checked the range, but you're out of range from your heart. You didn't need my help.
I don't know why it's still taking off a -4. Is this a new exhaustion rule? Actually, wait a minute. Are we using new exhaustion rules?
Exhaustion.
They did, I think, change them.
Okay, let me see the 2024 exhaustion rules then, because... Alright, because things might be different.
Yeah, and D&D Beyond Importer and everything, it did updates to include the new edition.
There's nothing about a -4 at all.
Yeah, I don't know why it's -4, because it still says I should have...
When you make a d20 test roll, it's reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level. You got a level 2 of exhaustion.
Oh,
Wait.
shit.
Where does it say that?
I just googled it.
Oh. So that's on in addition to the effects you have.
It just says your roll is reduced by 2 times. On a d20 test, your roll is reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level.
A D20 test?
Yeah, a D20 test is any D20 roll.
Yeah.
I don't see that
Um,
in the rule set. Like, that's why I said I'm looking at there's 6 levels of exhaustions. One is disadvantage, one is speed half, one is disadvantage and attack.
here's the new rules. Each time you receive it, you gain 1 exhaustion level. You die if it hits roll 6. When you make a D20 test, the roll is reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level. Your speed is reduced by a number of feet equal to 5 times your exhaustion level. Okay, so that's it. There's no longer like kind of different stat debuffs. It's just your speed is reduced and your D20s are reduced per stack that you get. So I kind of like it too, because it's not this arbitrary of like, wait, what am I doing? Like, but
Okay.
and you continuously like kind of like chink down in ability as you get more and more tired. I like this actually. So with this in mind, Yaslin, your initiative would have been 18, like it told us it was. And not this one. If you make an attack on your... So we're going to skip your turn down to where it should have been. If you make an attack on your turn, it will keep that natural 20 preserved, okay?
Okay.
Alright, cool. So, back up.
So it's a 15.
Lots of drums. Okay, Dro, you are up instead.
Do I gain it back? I wasn't fully. Or not.
What's that?
Do I gain a rage back from a 15?
We're gonna handle that on
Okay.
your day.
Okay.
Okay, Dro, you are up. You were pincered. Yaslin is up next to you. Randar's coming in. Give me a perception check, Dro.
I have a second attack. Could I?
Disadvantage. No, we're gonna keep that.
No?
We're gonna
Okay.
execute on that for you during your turn.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
I just didn't.
perception.
I just didn't want to cut you out of like a natural 20 just because
Okay.
like we learned some rules all of a sudden.
Okay.
So I'll try. I'll honor the natural
No,
20.
it's all
just a
good.
little
It's all
later.
good. It's all good.
Cool. Yeah, give me a perception check at disadvantage. As Randar comes in, screaming your name. Glory!
11.
The tides rage. You hear the churning. The embers don't flicker. The flames don't lick, and the wood of the buildings below don't crack. You hear the storm.
I don't hear Randar.
No.
Why do I feel like killing him's gonna be a bad thing? Yeah, Dro's gonna swing at him.
You swing, and as you do, you feel a heaviness, like increased pressure from being deep underwater, lay into your swing. Go ahead and roll your attack.
I don't know if I want to now. $24.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I've never not wanted to hit right now. Um, 14 slashing and 4 cold.
Then 16 damage as you hit him and you blast a chunk out of him. You have an ability that pushes with water if you want to. Don't even try. And he is smashed like a torrent and blasts into a wall directly behind you. And you see him like smack against it, eyes kind of like roll back in his head a bit. And you're not done.
I have to move closer.
Yes, you do.
So with Speedy, this guy has disadvantage.
Okay. I think it's the same regardless of which. Oh. It's going to be 18 to hit.
Nope.
Doesn't hit you smooth. You move forward. You get up in his face as his eyes roll back forward, one of them lazier than the other. Roll the attack.
27.
That'll hit.
Exact same. 16.
Bro, how do you want to do this? For the second time.
So, when he hits that wall, ungodly speed, Dro is just up there in front of him again. And Dro has always used one or the other. Either when it comes to fighting, focusing water, channeling it, and with his shadow step, the shadows that he's used to, he's never used them together. And I think what he's picturing is, instead of his city burning, they are in the deepest, darkest of the ocean, where Dro can see and he cannot. And I think once Dro reaches up, crazy speed slits his throat, but I think Dro would grab his shoulder just so he would hear. And he'd say, "No more fire. No more destruction. Just dark and cold." And then he's just gonna let him drop.
His body leans forward, kind of lands on your shoulder for a moment. Not bad. and crumples into the ground at your feet, laying, not quite falling over, just like legs beneath him, crumpled, and head bobbing and tossed to the side, bleeding down his chest.
Can I tell if he's actually dead this time?
He seems dead.
Fuck it. Throw it, do it. He's kneeled down, head down.
Yeah, he's like collapsed, and he's just like,
Dro just roundhouse kicks him and makes him fall.
no, falls over. The body is prone.
And then he turns and death stares this firebird.
Where the frick did the prone button go? There it is.
I think he would get back in range of this firebird.
Sounds good.
He's actually gonna flank him.
Okay. Okay. You hear from down on the ground. I told you so. Pay up! And one of these two feline-like people, the darker one receives a small bag from the other one, reaches down and deposits it into kind of a glowing apparatus at his side. Time to get to work! And he dashes, moving pretty quickly. As Warden, you're running away, this guy is running forward. You two pass each other. What's his speed? I don't think it's particularly high. Nope, it's just normal. Why'd you doing business with you? As he dashes forward.
I didn't shake on that.
Alright, he just enters the fray. What do I have to do to make you people die?
Kill us.
I mean, this is not.
Sees Bloom go down. Snarls. This is getting tiresome. We're on a timetable. No more monk to keep you alive.
Huh?
About to be bad.
Oh, interesting. What the? I'm selecting it. Oh, boo! Something went wrong. I have to select you guys individually and then make you do dexterity saves right now, which is annoying. Margot, anything bonus to your dex saves right now?
Hold on, I'm checking because there's some weird things now.
Mm-hmm.
There's something, but I don't know if it's a bonus to saves or checks. Let me find it. ¿Dónde está? I'm guessing you're asking because that doesn't pass.
I'm sorry. What was it? The 16? 16
Okay.
does not save.
Yeah, okay. Let me find what I'm looking for. Where the fuck is it? No, that doesn't help me.
Yep.
I
DC
can.
is 17.
Wow.
All I can do is reroll. Which at this point might be worth it. Is there anything else?
Now would be a good time.
Yeah, I have nothing for saving throws specifically. I have plenty for like checks, not saving throws. Alright, I will reroll my deck save. Well, it was good knowing you guys. That was my last sorcery point, by the way. Oh yeah, I'm down.
33 points of fire damage. Margot and Tailwind. Margot. You fall unconscious. Your concentration breaks, and your wall of force is gone. Oh, I rewinding slightly. I'm doing a con save for Randar's gravity field. Okay, it's fine. And the monsters begin to pour down. Marco, you begin to fall. And
But the pixie dust would do it slowly, right?
The creature is airborne. When this effect ends, it falls to the ground safely, taking no damage and landing on their feet. In this case, probably on her back.
Right, I'm just not sure that the effect ends if the
So
user
she
becomes
just-
unconscious.
She just.
Or is she just floating?
I mean, that's fair.
I
Valid point.
um
Because it's not
there's
concentration. Nothing to do with
it's not no it's not concentration, and it doesn't specifically say that if the user falls unconscious the effect ends and they drop. So instead, Margo, how much do you weigh?
like
I don't-
120 pounds. She's not much.
Gotcha. In that case, Margot's unconscious body is shot away like 60 feet with this low resistance of like being there, just like, and basically pretty much right above the sport, as like blood just drips below.
I'm still like 120 feet up.
You were still about 80
That was
feet
like-
up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So it'd be more like 140 feet up, because now you're essentially, actually you're closer to over Warden than you are than Hasport.
One day we'll have 40 maps.
Right?
How do you change the numbers on the top? I was gonna do it myself, but I can't.
Right click and then up left it says elevation.
Yeah.
Cinder Slag Elemental. The last command it heard was to go after Warden, so it's going to burrow forward. Oh, and Warden, you were just out of reach.
Thank God for that 40 feet.
Mm-hmm.
My hope was that it wouldn't be able to reach me, and that I'd be able to bring it away from our poor child standing on the battlefield.
Okay.
I'd rather die than, a 16-year-old novice.
I swear to God, if she doesn't leave.
Very similar to last time, swimming through, reaching up, and like eyes blaring at you once more, Warden. This is just its ranged attack. This is not a recharge ability. So this is a. Oh nope. We've seen this once before. Warden, as you're running away, what's your dodge here?
It just shoots out like lava, right?
I think Superman beams.
Oh, okay.
This is a searing eye heat beam.
So as Catman is running past me, and I say, "I didn't shake on it," I catch out of the corner of my eye this little beam, and I just move my head slightly to the side as it right over my shoulder.
Gotta love that 360 view from the bug eyes. No blind spots. All right. So that's that one's turn, and this little scaredy cat runs off in the other way. Fully taking Warden's words to heart. Hey, Hasport. Hasport is going to it's going to activate his winged boots and fly up into the air. He is. Oh my! This is something weird. Something. He gets about halfway to Margot, but the map is weird, so he gets about halfway there, and on his way he is going to. He doesn't really have vision on anything. Actually, I need to add these guys to the initiative as well. All of them have their first turn as they just fall out. But Hasport is going to shoot an ice bolt at this dude. Oh, but I still have Hasport rocking a template. So you see Hasport like shooting out kind of like a line of frost and like smacking into the Cinder Elemental and doing about 15 damage there, and slowing its movement even further. But that's just something on the way as he's like getting up to Margot. Yaslin, you are up. Natural 20,
Now
15. You get your rage back.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna try to use it.
Okay, go for it.
As pissed as I am, do I get advantage? Everything has been against me.
You have
What is
advantage
it,
because
Lucy?
you're flanking.
Oh, nice. Oh, so I can rage? I can just activate my rage?
Yeah, you are
I need
rage.
to check?
You are raging based on the natural 20 give you a chance.
Okay.
And through this, and you feel for a moment that shifting that we've talked about before, the kind of like shards of your chimera's personality, like jaggedly moving around. Just in this moment, you wake up, you rip a chunk out of yourself, and you swing. And you swing, and like that, the momentum from that, it's like that moment in a like a warrior's almost time stop that they speak about sometimes. It's not that they stop moving, it's that you're processing faster. You could see all of them. Which one do you choose?
I think the one that is called out most her entire scenario has been her dragon.
Okay.
It's probably the clearest one that she can see almost immediately, as the fight before has brought it to the forefront the most.
Okay. Similar to the last time you desperately called on your dragon in fire.
Oh no, wait a minute.
You feel it burn. Your scales spike up on your shoulders and out of your face. The tail grows. Your teeth slightly elongate, and your breath starts to get heavy and hot, warping the air in front of your face. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. That's a 15.
That's wild.
I don't know if it's enough, but
You hear its growl deepen, juggling in your vocal cords. It's time we get this back on track. And your focus is steady.
we're so in sync now. Time to do my second attack.
Second attack. Add advantage. You did swing reckless for your first one, so you
Yeah.
are
Still right.
at advantage still.
Thank goodness I'm-
This time it knows you're coming. It swings to the side, and the blade flies down and cracks into the stone below.
Alright. That is my turn. But this is so great that I have my rage active now. It's gonna
Yeah.
help me so much. In
Okay.
Hollow.
I'm just gonna backtrack a little bit and grab. Oh, that's the only guy. Next up, this guy is going to dive. He's gonna fall down 60 feet out of the portal and then land and glide and like scrape across the tower as broken parts of molten rock and obsidian crack and splinter off underneath. And it's going to look down, and it's going to use its turn to, just because it makes sense for right now, it's going to let's see where did I put it? Oh, it was right here. Oh, wait a minute. That's not accurate. Randar still has his reverse gravity going.
Oh,
I think it's 80. Change gravity. I hate whatever the new system is. Sorry, one sec. I need to know the distance here. $50-foot radius and 100 feet up. So as soon as these things come out, they are lifted 100 feet into the air, comparatively. Oh, actually, no, it's a save. Okay. First guy, dexterity saving throw. That'll be a fail. Okay, my land shark. That'll be a fail. Ugh. So annoying. I've annoyed myself. Next up is my other land shark. That guy, he's not lifted up, he's launched. He comes out like running, and it acts like a springboard, like. So he's like in the air and like falling to the ground. Like he'll have a moment here soon.
That's gonna suck.
It's gonna suck hard for him. Good for us.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. No. Always so impatient with the monies. Jeez. Yasmin, are you up there? 'Cause I'm about to kick her ass, you stupid idiot! And you see this cat down below, like mostly white and a little bit of teal, goes almost completely shadow and dark, and begins to sprint, very, very rapidly, and like begins like climbing the wall as well. Just
Teach me how to do that.
okay, Warden, you are up.
All right. I am gonna do something crazy. I'm going to finally cast Hunter's Mark because I do not intend on using my Drake's action this turn. So, crazy. I think this is the first time I've cast Hunter's Mark as Warden. You're muted.
I was muted. I saw it myself.
Alright, which then brings up the question, can I just click on it in this game? Or, no, don't I need to click on somebody else first? Like, double-click him?
Yeah, you should be able to target him, which is usually for the players is a control click. Is that right?
I just right clicked twice.
Yeah,
double right
double-click,
click.
right-click.
Ah,
There you
yep,
go.
double right-click.
Double right click.
Well, I know I don't have any first-level spell slots. I'm allowed to use it with my proficiency bonus.
There's a space where it says consume spell slot. You can just uncheck that and say no.
Oh, I see that. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, did that make the game happy? It did! Huzzah! Alright, now maybe Kitty doesn't even need to help me out here, so... I am
Maybe.
outside of the bad guy's distance, correct?
Yep. Stubby arms.
That's
You
what
continue
I
to be 10 feet away from it because it's got a 40-foot movement speed, and you have a 40-foot movement speed.
Then I shoot, or I move 40 feet, and then I am going to go ahead and fire my rifle.
Sounds good.
Dirty 20
Go.
to hit.
Dirty 20 will hit.
Alright, that is the normal roll. And then I add... This did not add my Hunter's Mark, correct? I've got to do that myself.
I see +3 force.
Okay, so did it just add my Hunter's Mark?
Learning new stuff.
I don't...
Okay.
Alright,
Yes, but what's weird is that it didn't include your dex modifier for your for your damage.
Huh. Okay, so then do I just need to add my dex modifier on top of that?
Uh-huh.
Ready. So then that is 14.
Okay. Freaking weird.
So it just added a 3. It didn't roll the
The
d6.
D6.
It just said +3. Unless +3 is his dex, that doesn't make sense why it's force.
No, yeah, so
It should
so
roll
go ahead. It's what's your dex? Warden?
3. Plus 3.
3. Okay, so it's 11. So go ahead and roll a d6 for your hunter's mark.
Oh, I almost clicked the wrong thing.
So 11 goes in. Ooh, +5.
16.
Nice. Okay. Big bit, like, hits him in the shoulder, like, cracks off, like, half his deltoid shield goes flying.
Alright, we're gonna do that again.
Mm-hmm. That
Oh.
time. No dice.
No dice. Alrighty. Then for my tailwind, let's see, can't have him do any actions. Randar's fucking off over here. Actually, tailwind. I need to now remember. 40 feet. That's what I thought. It's gonna go ahead and move 40 feet over here, staying 35 feet up in the air, heading over towards the bird. And that'll end the turn.
Sounds good, Marco. Oh, you know what? That pixie dust not dropping you saved you 2 death saves.
I think it
You
saved
would've
a lot more,
dropped-
'cause the falling
you
from
would've
that height would have killed me anyways.
I don't think it would have. I don't think it would have doubled your max HP. I don't know. It might have.
140 feet? Yeah. What do you roll
ahead
for
and-
it every 10 feet? Because I have 76 hit points. Like,
Yeah, go ahead and roll a death save.
Wow.
Okay.
What's that +1 from?
You have like a.
Do you have a con bonus?
My con's 2, but that's. My con's +2, but a death save's not a con save, it's just a d20.
Unless you have an item or. Your cloak of protection gives you a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, which this is a death saving throw, so it counts.
Okay, well,
Did not realize that, but cool.
me neither.
Okay.
While I'm unconscious, is Locke there?
Or... little cork plug that's come undone. Ready to let loose it.
I think it's time for the red button.
You see him in the office. He smiles. The only thing on his face that moves are his lips. Not his cheeks, not his nose, not his eyes. Well, it's about time. Okay. Next up is my next guy. That was wild. Nope, he's 100 feet up. next guy. Wait, did this guy get to go? Is this guy even in the initiative? Where is this guy? This guy's not in the initiative. Yes, he is. Whoops. I'm not sure where in the initiative he was. Hey, I have one guy that moves. Okay. This guy, kind of like a wispy, more shadowy and smoky version, begins to like crawl down on the ground. And he's able to use his movement speed to slink down as he's holding on to things. He's got, so what was that? That was, all right, cool. And he slinks under the portal, or he slinks under Randar's gravity, and he is able to move. He's no longer affected by it. This next guy, his turn. That's a 10. Nope, so he's 100 feet in the air. Okay. Next up is my Boyd. Hmm. He is stuck between two very bad enemies at the moment. It's about the same as far as the bird is concerned, so a 2 he goes for Yaslin. Okay, he's going for Dro. Dro, those bright eyes shine once again. And it's going to use its blinding ray ability on you. This flank that you guys put it in sucks. I don't know why it's being weird.
Is that like a death save? Oh, yeah.
So it's going to try to move away from Yaslin. Yaslin, go ahead and give an attack of opportunity.
Okay, okay. Do I have advantage still?
You do.
Okay. Oh, Yaslin, come on. Does a 19 hit?
Jesus.
19 does hit.
Awesome. And I think my sentinel would stop it from running away.
Yep. So go ahead and deal damage. Okay, 15 to hit. sec. Okay. Okay, it stays where it is. Dro, it is going to use its ability on you. Sorry about the back and forth there.
Want me to roll dex save?
I will. Yeah. If you would like to, yes. Like I can make you roll it, but I'll let you do it.
26.
Holy shit. Okay.
A plus 9.
Okay, that is going to be 15 points of fire damage reduced down to 7. But evasion bullshit, you take nothing. Okay. All right. That'll be its turn. Okay. Reset on the initiative. Why is Randar first again?
I have a dirty 20.
Why did I roll good initiative when I'm unconscious? First time I finally rolled good initiative is when I'm unconscious.
You're very deft while you're floating.
I think about it too much when I'm conscious, that's why.
Okay, beginning up with Randar. Randar's going to come in and he's going to land straight in front of Dro. Oh. Dro, give me another dex save. With your state of mind, you're barely aware of your surroundings.
I don't remember what I rolled last time, but this one's 26 again. 17 on the
Okay.
die.
Okay, you're fine then. Randar, bloodied, missing his hand, flies down, not heeding the bird whatsoever, drops down, grabs you by the shoulder, and stumps you by the other shoulder. Boy! Wake up! This is not the way! And he's going to try to, like, shake you out of whatever you're seeing. For you, it's muffled. Somebody's calling through water. Give me a perception check.
Wow. 30-20.
It's the first thing you've heard clearly in the last few seconds. You hear his voice cut through. You open your eyes and you stare at him. He's hurt. Badly. That power. You didn't even try. And you crushed Bloom into a wall. That was good. That was easy. There's definite power deeper in that field. You're a depth, like a subsonic rumbling deep beneath the ocean. Something lives down there. Give me an investigation, history, or insight check.
You said investigation, insight, or what?
Or history.
I gotta go insight. It'd be stupid not to. Yeah. That's even higher. It's a 22.
You know the Kieran's at the top of the water player. Something below you is deeper than that. More
Below,
power.
below, like on the tree of hierarchy of the water. Is that what you mean?
You know the Kieran is not the top of the hierarchy.
Oh.
What you feel below you might be an echo of what is.
With it being insight, can I get a read of? I don't know how to word it. The Kieran was obviously good, like for the most part. This does not feel like that.
It's not the same. This feels barely sentient,
Mm.
but deep, immeasurably. Like it could drown the world if it wanted to.
Mm. Okay.
You hear Randar shake you in front of you. Wake up, boy! You hear another thing as well. Balance, Jerome.
I know who that is.
Yep.
Karen.
Kieran,
Fuck. Okay. I have control of my body, right? Like all of that.
mostly. Yeah.
Oh, that's concerning. Okay.
Do you dive deeper, or do you let it go? We'll get to that on your turn.
Thank you.
Your turn's in about 4 seconds.
Shit.
This guy's still floating in the air. Next. Oh, it's Joe's turn. He's like, oh, I can't grab onto anything.
I'm just gonna think out loud. So Dro went into that fury whatever because he saw Bloom down Yaslin and then hit her again. Which, after everything they've been through, that's what, I guess, snapped. And imagine Dro now sees Bloom, what he assumes is dead, on the ground. So I would assume
Yes.
with Randar there as well, and seeing Yaslin at least up, Dro is not Echo. Echo would dive deep. I think Randar has drilled, probably literally too, the fact that patience. So I think Dro would back away for now. from whatever that was that he just did to Bloom. Especially with the Kieran now communicating with him, which is a first for the most part, and still sees it's not much better, and now sees this bird in front of him. And I think he'll shift more back into Dro. Especially when he sees his father is very badly beaten.
Okay.
I'll just kind of snap out of it and look at Randar, immediate concern. You need help.
And he looks up at the pouring of creatures from the top. Let me see. We are back to the top. Who rolled first? Noah, I think you rolled first on the ally table, right? So I think we're back to you, sir, because this is a new round.
Did I? I think I rolled second
Dro! D100.
because our first help was the kid, and I brought in Randar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 90.
Okay.
Yeah, 90.
Okay.
I swear if it's another child or its teacher, I'm walking away.
No, high numbers are good here. Okay. You hear shrieks and shrill cries as a pair of smoky-looking small dragons emerge out. They have flying. They can move against Randar's gravity. They begin to fly down whenever it is their turn. The bird.
Wait, was that my whole turn to snap out of all that?
Yes.
Okay.
That was a prolonged
Okay.
insight. That's the insight, the self-insight equivalent of spending your round on a full perception check.
Okay.
Okay, the bird. Okay. The bird's going to turn towards Yaslin. And not appreciating the fact that it was stopped last time is going to do a triple attack on you. Come on. Yaslin goes to peck at you. You maneuver your gambler's blade and like redirect it deftly. And slam it into the wall next to you. It loses one of its multi-attack. Feeling shaken, it is going to go for you for its last attack this turn. Okay. And it looks up into the sky
Oh.
and shrieks.
No. I forgot to roll initiative, so I'm just gonna do.
Oh yeah, where you at?
We'll find out in a second. 16. Who that is? Oh, that's 18.
Nope, that's an 18.
I did my math wrong.
Yep, so that should be correct with your -4 from your levels of exhaustion. So you would have gone right before the bird, so go ahead and do yours. We'll just kind of swap you this time.
Okay. We'll just say as the bird is struggling, I'll my
Mm-hmm.
real quick.
Uh, 22 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Okay, 17 points of damage to the bird. Okay,
Second attack. I think that will miss them.
that will miss. Okay. Okay, stop. Okay, the portal is going to expand a bit because Margot was not available to push against it. And this guy. Man, I wish it was easier to... There we go. What's the range? Oops, don't do that. No, stop it. Why is this not working? Oh boy. Okay. 150 feet. Okay, he's going to move down a little bit. Get into fireball range. And he's going to cast fireball. Down at the group below. Randar is going to at the end of the bird's turn, Randar sees this incoming and is going to use his reaction, his legendary reaction, to change his stance to the red one, which allows you guys to use your reaction, if you still have it, to do absorb elements. Okay, so target. So Yaslin, Dro, Randar, please give me dex saves. Randar coming up
Let's
with a
go.
natural 20.
What is happening?
22.
We don't talk about what just happened. um, she, she's being Yaslin. What can I say?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Randar, okay, so damage coming in. Whew.
Just eats them.
Dro, you have evasion. You save from everything. Yaslin, you are hit with 27 points of fire damage. If you still have it, you can use your reaction to absorb half of it due to absorb elements.
Hmm?
That would.
Randar gave it to you.
Oh, okay.
You have 1 HP left because of round down.
That's
Oh,
if
gosh.
she doesn't
Oh.
use it, or if she does.
That's if I do use it because I
But if you
failed.
do use it,
Shit.
Yeah, we're going to use that, and we're just gonna be a 1 hit point war for this
Yep.
entire fight.
let me see here. I'm going to give a quarter of that to Randar. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is how you use the new thing. So I can hit apply, and then you all take damage. But we already set. Rather, sorry. We already set Yaslin's down. Okay. Margot, you are up in this, and we've been doing this on your turn, so once again the portal expands. I just did it a moment ago because I forgot to do it on your turn last time. Oh, Randar has to make a con save, or a concentration check. Yeah, he's fine. Margot, death save, please. Are you ready for the consequences?
If I don't say yes, I'll probably die anyways, so consequences be damned.
You may never see your friends again. Depending on how this plays out. Admittedly, your situation is dire. I
What do
have the we've been good partners so far. Even if we've been tentative in certain moments. But I like you. So I'll be straight. Your body's about to become the host of what's most possible to my true form. And in this place, I will do everything I can to close that portal. But afterwards, I feed on everything that is magic here. And there is so much magic.
Afterwards, can you give me a moment to say goodbye before you begin feeding? A moment where I am myself with my friends one more time before I am consumed.
Before I can do that. After I cannot. You will not stand in the way of my hunger. Once I am ready to unleash it, I can give you a moment now.
Well, the problem is they're all about 200 feet away, so that moment doesn't work now.
There,
You let me say goodbye once you close this portal,
there.
or see if you survive lava when I fall into it.
Sound amplification is trivial. Telepathy is trivial. Your words will reach them.
Well, I guess we're going to see how long my body stays floating, because you won't agree to that simple term.
Well, let's be clear. If you bleed out while you're up
Telepathy.
here,
If telepathy is trivial, giving me control for 6, 20, 10 seconds at the end should be trivial.
it's much easier to prevent a landslide than stop one.
And I thought you were some kind of god.
Nice try. But we both know my ego isn't as fragile as that because it is massive.
The only way I push that button is if you can give me 10 seconds at the end to say goodbye. Once this portal's closed, to make sure they are all okay. They are all here. And then that's it.
Roll me a persuasion check. I don't actually need your permission, Margot. What I'm offering you is a gift for the partnership that we've had so far. If we do nothing and your body dies, I get what I want. This is your chance to say something before it all goes. Now, I'm not saying that you will never be you again. However, it currently looks like this place is doomed one way or another. If it is doomed by the fire, this little ice cap looks like it'll melt. If it is doomed by me, I'll at least let people flee. And then when I am full, I will separate from you as I will no longer need your power as a host. And at that time, you'll be free to walk your own path once more without me.
Yes, that's my brother.
Give me an insight check. Or give me a perception. Not much. You relied on him fairly recently, and you know it takes him a while to recover. He exists, but he's faint. Yeah, we'll come back to this.
Yeah.
Okay, fly, guys. Mm, the dragon. His composure's not great right now. You hear him. I'm gonna roll for this. On a on a 1 or a 2, he doesn't keep his cool. Okay. Oh, not the right guy, but still. Save the board! As he directs the two newly arrived drakes down. Hey, Kitty, down below. He is going to roll up and, like, from like behind his back, he actually like grabs like 2 metal rods that are like fairly thick, and you see them like real time kind of like morph into, one is a quarterstaff and one is a light hammer, and using 2 dual wielding like blunt weapons, he goes up and just like starts smacking on this thing. I'm gonna roll a couple of 20s here. My light hammer. What's this thing's AC? 15. Yeah, you see him move up and like kind of like do multiple rapid attacks with the hammer, just and then like grabs it by the legs and like flips it upside down and crushes it on its back for the quarterstaff. So that'll be 7 points, and then see damage on the hammer. That's 9 points, and then he gets to attack with the hammer again. And it's at advantage because at this point it got knocked over and prone, and that's that. And 7 more points. You see it run up and just like rapidly, just like because breaking it, and it's like just going to town very, very quickly on this elemental, and there is almost nothing left of it by the time his turn ends. As this guy just seems like a brutal, essentially a hammock. Not a hammock. A hammock master. He wields a hammock. Hammer master. That dude's floating. Next up, this guy. Climb. Oh, he doesn't get to go that far. he runs up and he sees what's going on, and that was his turn. That was his dash. That guy's floating. That guy is free and able to move. And he is swiftly, not quite as swiftly as the drakes, but he is moving down. This guy is going to try to smack the elemental here. Okay, 2 attacks. Coming in. You see two, like, what's remaining of this thing's arms, like, actually it's like one arm and like one stub of a knee, like, come in. This guy doesn't even bother dodging. Just, like, sits there and, like hits it. Takes the damage, just tanks the blows twice and, like, barely even, like, budges backwards. Just kind of, like, brushes off some of the fire. This thing had no avail. The black cat is very sturdy. Okay, Patrick moves. Passport finishes ascent up to Margot and grabs a potion out of his bag and tips it into her mouth. Margot, you feel a bit of healing coming back into you. And you get 12 points of healing. Oh, and Hasport's going to, out on his way up, like, because this is a bonus action, he's going to finish off the guy down below with a blast of ice and just kind of freezes it and cracks and crumbles into shattered ice. So that one is gone. It's going to come up, bonus action, give you health potion. And you are no longer unconscious. Warden, you are up.
Alright, so because I don't ranger very much, since other dude has died, does that mean I am now able to move my hunter's mark without extending another slot?
I think so.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that's how I always thought it was for rangers, but I'm used to rangers actually getting the kills on their turns and then moving their hunter's mark, so I just don't know how it applies for off turn.
Oh no, it takes your bonus action. The target drops 0 hit points before the spell ends. You can take a bonus action to move the mark to a new creature you can see within range. It's a
Yeah, okay, it
spell
just doesn't
slot.
waste the
Yeah.
spell slot or the, I guess in this case, my proficiency. However, if I chose not to do that this turn, I would then have to recast it using one of my proficiencies next turn. Okay. Alright, things are as I thought they were.
Not quite. Well, if the target drops to 0 points before the spell ends, you can take a bonus action to move the mark to a new creature you can see within range. It doesn't technically say you have to do it immediately, just within the time limit of the spell. So I'll say that's a little bit of a gray area. I'll say house rules, like, yeah, you can shift it over on a different turn as long as it's before the timer of the spell.
Okay.
Oh. Did somebody roll reinforcements?
That's me next.
Right, but I think it was Dro. Dro, did you? Oh, you did.
Yeah, it was a 90.
Yeah, he rolled a 90.
It was a 90, that's right, that's right. Okay, apologies.
Alright, and these things are making their way down. The drakes are flying down, the other guy's climbing down, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
I kind of had like a slithery that's
What did the Dragonborn yell down at him? Get what? He said get something.
Save the bird.
Save the bird.
Okay. Warden. Yes, you can bonus action and stuff.
Okay. So, do I have clear view of the Drake closest to me and the York Asher closer?
Yes,
Okay.
and yes, because they're both. Let me see. That's 200 feet and about 200 feet. Yep. Essentially, they are both like they're not impeded by anything. They're heading down the side of the tower.
Okay. I don't know which one of these is worse to fight, but I assume that one's a melee, and I'll probably go attack Kitty. So I'm gonna shoot the Drake because it might just shoot a cone of fire. And that's not fun. So I will put the Hunter's Mark onto it. Oops, I don't want to turn off concentration. I want to turn off spell slot. Using my bonus action onto that Drake, and then I will go ahead and shoot at it.
Sounds good.
That is a natural 20.
That is awesome. Go for it.
All right, critical hit.
Hefty rolls.
Plus
Nice.
the Hunter's Mark.
Woohoo! 28 points of damage. Wait, that was great. Yeah. Tempest is 2d8.
Yeah.
What's the rolls for the things when they're not Tempest? What's the dies?
2d4. So
Oh.
about
Okay,
half.
yeah, that checks out. Okay, cool. All right, you hit it and like it's going down. You kind of like hit it in the head and like you redirect its head and it kind of like skids against the wall. It kind of like crumbles and essentially falls 20 feet. And
That's Hunter
basically
Mark?
like it's I'm gonna give it the grappled condition, even though it's not actually grappled. It's just like stuck in there for the natural 20. It doesn't have its movement speed next turn.
All
Is
right.
Hunter's Mark double too? Or is that just a flat whatever you roll on it on a crit?
Oh, give me another d6.
Hunter's Mark doubles for.
I didn't know if it was like kind of like Smite or not.
Mm-hmm.
I should know this. I played
Yeah,
Ranger.
it is.
Yeah, I don't Ranger, so 5.
All right.
So what?
Okay.
That's 33 total.
Yeah, 33. That's a good shot.
Wow.
Okay, go for it. Next shot.
Yes. Next shot. I was terrified that was about to be a 1. I was like, if I just got a nat 20, I'm gonna be stuck with a nat 1.
That's
18 to hit.
typically how your luck does go.
That
18 does hit. Go ahead and roll.
okie dokie. Not critical.
Okay, 14 more damage.
15.
15 more damage as you you pound that Drake a couple of times heavy into the wall, and it just crumbles down. Okay. My Asher. Oh, sorry, Warden. Anything else for your turn?
I use my movement speed to continue moving in this direction, and then Tailwind is going to go ahead and lower.
Okay.
I mean, what's the... Tailwind will lower 30 feet and move forward 1 space. So,
Okay, got it.
yeah, oh, that works too.
Oh,
Over
you do whatever you want.
I figured if there's an AoE, hopefully it wouldn't hit Tailwind.
Fair enough.
Alright,
Okay.
and that is everything.
Okay, that Asher is up there. The scholarly agent is off. My magma and my magma air shark.
I forgot about this guy.
what is he, like 300 feet in the air?
Oh my god.
Something like that. Okay, so how high up is... Okay, so the base is about
Because you said
here.
the portal was
He
200 feet.
he's 200 feet. He got launched 100... Let's just say for easy math, he got launched... Yeah, he's 300 feet in the air. So he's going to drop all the way down. I have to calculate that. He's only got 103 hit points. Somewhere, he crashes through a burning building, and there's just like a gush of magma goo that goes, and he's gone.
Gravity's a bitch.
Gravity's a bitch. Okay, I'm just gonna take him out. I'll figure out in a second, when it's like one of your turns here in a moment, what the actual damage is, mostly because I'm morbidly curious. Okay. At the beginning of the round, Dro, Randar just snaps you out and you start to look around. And it's been enough time that everybody is aware of what's going on. Everybody who will take action has been doing so for a bit of time. Everybody who will flee has been doing so for a bit of time. And this is the big central shiner. This is where everybody is coming in. And with your 90, you look around, and you start to see a collection of people moving through the streets. Dark cloaks, purple and silver and blue linings. Moving in a way that looks like a dance. And all of them are wielding crescent daggers.
Oh, fuck.
Dro, roll me 3d20.
3d20?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. uh, 13 in and natural 20. I'm gonna keep that one out.
What is that, 43? A total of 43 different members,
What
different grunt members of Crescent Moon. You can see them on the outskirts moving in. Not all of them are surviving, but they are moving towards the center. Many of them, you know, they're not magical. They're spies. They're assassins. They're physically prowessed. Many of them do have magic. And you see a force that is capable of potentially halting what's coming through the portal right now. Pharaoh wasn't kidding
No.
when he said he would help. And that this is a valuable hub of information for him that he didn't want to see destroyed. You're the one to see this because you recognize the patterns of what it looks like.
Does Randar clock it?
Randar's looking at you and he is beat to shit. He doesn't.
Okay.
Well, that makes up for summoning that crappy apprentice last
Uh
week.
huh.
The apprentice strolls back and be like, "I'm the leader. I was faking it."
I
Just
finally am
look
gonna
up,
cast
leave.
Wish.
Leave. Unless you have a wish. Wait a minute.
No, totally don't. Bye.
Makes sense. Stro just told the group about them. There you go.
You're
You're
muted.
muted, Morgan.
Learn to read lips, guys. Come on. Do you communicate to your team at all?
For sure, Randar. And I guess Yasmin probably here. He wouldn't whisper it, but he'll kind of elbow Randar. We got help. He's gonna motion to the crescent group.
Okay.
Well, I'll also mention questionable who this random cat person is, says right, but to Yaslin, reinforcements are here. He'll kind of motion to them.
Wonderful.
And then awkwardly, questionably look who this cat person is that literally ridiculously fast climbed up the tower.
Yep. Okay. Yasmin, you're like cat person. Oh fuck.
Oh, hey guys! Do not tell my grandpa about this, okay?
You know damn well I'm going to tell your grandfather.
No, don't.
Okay, cool. End of the round. Warden, you're up on the reinforcements for like what's being summoned for next round.
97. Just had to
You had to one up it.
yeah, I just had to run up it a little
Big
bit.
boys! Hopefully, maybe? Or another
Yeah, who do you
smaller.
have in your backstory, Warden?
Oh god. That's an unfortunately good question to ask.
You don't want Warden's backstory.
I don't think I do
Yeah.
after it was the Dragon Eye.
I summon God from the heavens.
I mean,
Present.
if it's the Air Cardinal, I mean, I'm cool with that.
We get a cardinal in here? Like, I want
Mine's kind of gone, so.
You said bees. I'll
If
see you
only-
next century.
If only you were able to fly airships through here, because I can just imagine like an absolute fleet that flies in of airships that just brigade the entire place, barrage it. But no.
Oh goody. I've been waiting for this one.
A 1d2? That's just a coin.
Hope that's how many actually show up.
This time from the portal, you see one of the smallest things. You see a long skeletal hand come and grab onto the sides. And where'd you go, my friend? You see it come out of the, like, come up to the edge of the portal. Look up. Look down. And it's going to whenever its turn is, it's going to teleport 100 feet down the tower and bypass the reverse gravity. Okay, let's go ahead and roll initiative for this next round.
Oh, no.
28.
This always scares me.
I need to remember which die this is next week.
Yeah, that thing's doing work for you.
Oh, it's one I've never used. That's gonna change.
Mhm.
Oh, I get to go before the dead body of Bloom. Okay. No complaints here.
Okay. More and more things begin to pour out of this portal. The portal is getting wider. But you have reinforcements that are coming along as well. You lot are at the mouth of the beast. The question is not. So, Warden, you're on the ground. You get to see this. You're 97. You see. Roll me a d2. There's two options here. And there's one I'm hoping for more. One is the one I'm hoping for, two is the one that is still awesome. Okay. Wizards. Lots and lots of wizards begin to work on the outside coming in. But again, this is the army that is trying to subdue the chaos as they're getting to the center that's the tower. And with another ridiculously good initiative roll, Rose first.
Do we want
And we
to?
will,
Okay.
and we will start there for next time.